Okay, hopefully this is working. I'm trying to stream directly to the YouTubes. I was streaming on my PC using OBS and restream, and it was working for a very small fraction of a time. So I'm hopefully everybody kind of joins back in here, or the few that were there. So hey everybody. Hopefully this works and is a little bit better than what it was doing before, because I'm just using Google Hangouts for this, just going directly through YouTube, not trying to use OBS or anything. So for anybody that wasn't here before, hello, good evening on this Friday evening. And it is almost 1 a.m. here on my end. It's about the normal time that I'm working on my projects. And I am working on the Wonder Woman God Killer sword. So everything's already 3D printed, and I'm just now doing the cleanup and assembly of this. So I need to glue the blades together, and I need to use some wood filler to fill in a few spots, and then I'm going to apply some XTC 3D to smooth it out so I can get ready for painting tomorrow, because I will be spray painting this and then dry brushing it, and then tomorrow evening, all things fingers crossed, I'll be recording the video and editing all that craziness all in one day and posting the video on Sunday. So here you can get a little bit of a behind scenes look. Here I'm in my workshop. Yeah, and here I've been recording this entire time. Forgot to hit the stop button on my camera up above. So what I'm going to do next on this is I have cleaned up, for the most part, all of the pieces that I needed to. I did not need this piece. I look at this. I printed 2 blades. One came out much better in the tip than the other. So I'm going to kind of disregard this one. Maybe I'll end up printing this again. I don't know. But yeah. Hey everybody, and I know if the chat is working or not, which is interesting. I don't stream enough is really what I don't do. Give me 2 seconds here. Oh man, it didn't even give me the thumbnail. I thought I put a thumbnail in here. I just noticed that it's like gave me some default thumbnail looking thing. So let me pop into this real quick and see it's here. So I'm going to do this over here. Oh, there we go. Hey, what's going on? So now I'm getting the, now I'm seeing the chat audio. I'm wondering if I can still get the chat log here. Give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to find a better way to get the chat. For whatever reason, when I'm in the Hangout, like I have my own window here, I can't see any of the of your comments, which really sucks because I want to obviously interact with you guys. That's like the like the whole point of this is so I can interact with you guys. Let me see here. It's connected, but I'm not seeing any chat come across. Let me try this again. Please hold while I try and figure out how to work my computer and the internets. Yeah, this is not working. Okay, so I will just use this. I'll just use this. I'll ignore the picture of myself, and hopefully the quality of this looks horrible. Oh, okay, never mind. I've just got mine set really low. The quality by default is set really low. Yeah, man, I'm gonna take a look at making a Flash emblem maybe this weekend. I might fire that up before I go to bed. It'd be a pretty cool thing to print. And I've been meaning to do one for a while now. REB Pro Mega, what's up, dude? Check out your channel. I'll have to check that out here. Let me see here. Dude, A Helpful Good Samaritan has been on my list for ages. Since I got my first printer, that is something that I've been wanting to print. And there's a file, I think, over on my Mini Factory where it's the Samaritan, and then you can actually print the individual bullets for it as well, which looks freaking awesome. Also, what is it? The big baby? I can't remember what it's called from the movie. The big sort of like grenade launcher type thing. So would be. All right, I need to glue these parts together here. So here is my secret ingredient, which is just super glue. I use this on pretty much every project to glue my plastic parts together. So here I've got the video going. So, hey, big shout out to the folks over on the live stream. I'm live streaming this build as well. We'll probably be doing this a little bit more often in the future. So here I've got some super glue. And basically what I'm going to do is I've got the parts that are going to connect up here cleaned up. And I am just going to glue them together. Once I have them glued together, I am going to have to do a little bit of cleanup on the connections. So I'll probably have to use a little bit of wood filler on those just to make sure everything connects properly. A Groot mask, dude, that would be. I could take one of those Groot files and just cut the head off and scale it to, like, I don't know, 400%. I just have to hollow it out, print it hollow. That would be a really funny project, though, for sure. I don't know if anybody's made a 3D printed Groot mask, so it's always a race to print something that someone else hasn't printed, or at least that's in my mind what it is. Amio Gaming, what's going on, dude? Appreciate you joining in here. Appreciate you guys all stopping by for a little fresh stream when you guys could be doing much more fun things like playing some games or watching a movie, watching Logan. Man, I've got to get Logan up and running. I'm going to go on a long flight on Monday, and I'm dying to watch that movie again. So I'm going to get that up and running on my iPad here over the weekend so that I can watch that. Just trying to make sure that these are as level and as even as possible. Okay. This is probably going to be as good as it's going to get for the moment, so I'm just going to glue these together. Okay, so here we get some glue. A web shooter, Spider-Man web shooter. Who says I haven't already printed a Spider-Man web shooter and I just haven't released a video on it yet? I might have a much larger Spider-Man build video coming very soon. Very soon. You know what I need to get is, I think I saw Bill Duran over on Punished Props, who's got a great YouTube channel here as well. Building, but he has this spray that he uses with super glue that makes it dry super fast. And that is like the coolest thing in the world to me. Because here I am trying to balance this and glue it at the same time and make sure that it's even and not crooked. I guarantee you that I'm going to screw this up and that this blade will not be straight. Or I will have not properly glued this together. This is going to be a massive pain in the rear end to make sure that this is straight. Like a massive pain in the rear end. I already see it now. You know what I should do is I could sandwich this between something. is what I could do, but I'm not going to do. I'm just going to stand here and chat with you guys while I do this. Unknown PH, what's up, dude? Can I make Wolverine claws? The question is, can I really want to design my own Wolverine claw, a build video. I'm trying, not very successfully, to learn how to print my own stuff and print it. I am just so impatient when it comes to some things, like learning new software. Sort of like these Wolverine claws. I can't even wear them. They're so tight. Wolverine claws like cargo. So I'll have to maybe I'll do a video I've never completed because there is a whole shelf right here of unfinished props. Actually, there's a bin over here of like props that are in pieces, and maybe stuff still needs to be printed. I just need to reprint everything. Rising, a jacket from Dead Rising. I don't want to make the jacket from Dead Rising. I want to make that power suit from Dead Rising is what I really wanted to do. Think that is really poorly glued together. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Come on. Let me see. Maybe I can lay it flat and glue it. It might be easier for me. All right. Yeah, that's gonna work a little bit better. I'm gonna do that here. Give me 2 seconds. All right, I'm gonna mush this together. Sorry, I know you guys can't see this. Okay. And that's what I'll use on the video. I have made Green Lantern rings. I've made a few different Green Lantern rings. I just never did videos on them. I do end up printing a lot of stuff that I just never film videos for. I do have an Iron Man gauntlet. I made one for Halloween last year. I printed that in and finished it in like 1 week. The reason why I didn't do a video on it is because it was a speed build and the quality of the was okay. I tend to be a little bit picky on my projects and what I end up publishing, just because I want it to look cool and look good. I mean, it looked cool. It was great for Halloween. A lot of my friends were really impressed with it, but you know, I want it to have something that I can put on display and show off, and it just wasn't on the quality. Actually, I have a few parts here. Like, here's a 3D printed finger. Sorry, they're all taped together so I don't lose them. But yeah, there's a Iron Man hand. Here was the elbow joint piece. I think this was like it went at the very top of the forearm, so there was another forearm piece here, and then this connected up here. What else do I have over here? I had some Deadpool brass knuckles that I made on my old YouTube channel, and actually I ended up making molds for them because I was going to sell them. So here's like all these are unpainted, but yeah, here's like God, these are so old. This is when I was just printing with my MakerBot, and maybe like 2 years old. This is way before the movie was coming out. Yeah, here's like a test paint test painted version of the idea. So the idea is that these snap on to the knuckles, to the brass knuckles, and then you can say like Deadpool. So I put together a video on my old YouTube channel and on that, and then just I keep saying I'm going to redo that video and share it here with you guys because I actually really did enjoy that. And it was my first attempt at using molds. So yeah, I don't have the Black Panther helmet around me. It's actually in the other room. This is in my workshop here. So the video that area that I typically record is sort of behind that wall behind me. I can't remember who was asking about Dead Rising, but I do have a mini chainsaw pen. Yeah. No, sorry, the sword behind me is the Master Sword from Zelda. KS Core Tech here on YouTube created this file, and I've been working on this on and off for like a month or two now. I just keep starting it and stopping it. I don't think I'm going to end up doing a video on it. I never recorded the printing, or I only recorded some of the printing videos. Yeah, it's unfortunately. Sometimes I forget to hit record on the camera. So yeah. Let me see if this is dried. All right, so my blade is dried and assembled. So now it's time to on the front of the blade. So again, I'm going to just apply some super glue to the tip of the blade here, and then push the two pieces together. And fingers crossed, I have aligned these pretty well. Okay. All right, so I'll let that dry here for a minute. Let's check out what you guys are saying. Egon, thanks, man. I'll check out my messages. Oh, dude, Peak Guitars. For sure. I was just looking at some of the files on Thingiverse for build. Yeah. I have not made any more progress on my Thor helmet since I posted that video. I was like all gung-ho. I did the video. I was like, I'm going to finish this helmet in like a week and post an updated video. I haven't updated it all. But I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. That it's, you know, all connected and that's sweet. Yeah, I've got to get that. I've got to get it smoothed out and painted. Is the next steps. For that, for sure. Yeah, I also have like a ton of these Doom masks laying around. I have I print these things. It's just sort of like my test print that I use for a lot of printers. And I need to reprint one for myself now that I've got the CR10 dialed in. And one for myself. Yeah, one of these days I will post. You know, it's hard to tell what the heck this thing is here, but there's a few more pieces to it, but this is actually, I'm trying to remember how this went. I think there's supposed to be another handle piece somewhere. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. I think this goes in like this, maybe? Or like this? Or how this goes. So I believe it went something like this. I gotta look at the files. I printed this and like forever ago, and I keep wanting to finish it. This is from the Batman video games. His sort of the freeze gun thing that he uses for exploding walls and the ground for laying traps. Lily Kill is the creator of that, and it does such an awesome job with his files. And of course, I made this a little bit crooked. Of course. I have two options. I'm going to have to snap this off. It's the blades. Yeah, there we go. Thankfully, it wasn't fully cured. The blade just was not aligned properly. All right, hopefully that's a little better. All right, that looks like it's going to be a lot better. Sorry, I know, and you guys can't see what I'm looking at. I'm working from my laptop here. Yeah, the explosive gel. Thank you, Savage. That's exactly what I was trying to say. Dying as well to make a I'm trying to remember, a Winter Soldier arm, like a fucking huge metallic arm would be rad, absolutely rad. All right, let me save this. Bags. I did go off and I recorded some video of it, but I never posted it. I did print a mini version of the Thor Ragnarok helmet as well. I thought maybe I'd start making a 3D printed mini helmet collection. And since I've already got, I think, a Magneto helmet, a Mega Man helmet, and a few others that are like really small. So here's the helmet. It doesn't have the articulation built into it. I thought it was kind of fun. It doesn't. The quality on this isn't that great. Trying to think what else fun I have, man. Yeah, the Thor. I keep saying I'm gonna do a Thor hammer. I already have my own Thor hammer, and I actually have a really cheap Thor hammer that I bought two of, one for my son and one for me. That was like $10, I think, around Halloween time. It looks really, really cool. But yeah. Pax, what's up, dude? Just want to say thanks again to everybody for joining here on a Friday night. I don't stream too often. I definitely plan on streaming more. I'm in the process of figuring out what I need to do to get a PC built to do some streaming. I'm working on a MacBook, and my Mac just absolutely hates it when I do any sort of live streaming. So, a bat brander. Funny enough, I was just watching a video tonight, and they were talking about the Batman branding in Dark Knight. That looks a lot better. So here's the blade now assembled. So it's got the seam lines there. That's what I now need to clean up. And of course, I just touched this, and it was not dry yet. Oh my God. This is my never-ending struggle with prop making. I am entirely too impatient for any of this. Patience, patience, patience is not what I have. All right, the blades look like they're aligned. So I really just need to let this dry a bit more. Trying to not let the, what's it called? Super glue. Make a huge mess here. What's up, Cosplay Gamer? Dude, I'm really excited to see Wonder Woman. I've heard it's pretty great. Senpai, I just actually received some bearings for some fidget spinners. I'm sure I'm gonna be making a spinner or two. Unknown PH, dude. Stay tuned for the Spider-Man stuff. I might have some stuff in the works. We'll see what I can do. Yeah, plan on doing a nice little Spider-Man build here in the upcoming weeks, which will be pretty cool. It's 1:02 p.m. in Malaysia. You guys are a full 12 hours ahead. You're already in the future, my friend. You're like a time traveler. Fidget spinners are where it's at. I heard people are making some crazy money. They sell fidget spinners at 7-Eleven, the little convenience store by my house, and I think they're $20 a piece. It's crazy. Absolutely nuts. And it's not like they glow in the dark or light up or anything like that. They're just fidget spinners. I do have this Wonder Woman tiara that I printed. This will be like a little, this isn't the focal point of the video that I'm working on, but it's just something that I printed. And I'm going to paint this tomorrow. So, pretty straightforward on that one. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it's already 1 in the morning. I'm going to have to wrap this up soon. I'm supposed to have already finished this so I could be doing a little bit of video gaming before I go to bed. Oh man, I saw someone making fidget spinners out of gun. Like, yeah, was it gun shells? I think probably saw the same thing, man. Let me see. Is this finished drawing? Man, I need that instant dry stuff for super glue desperately. I think I'm gonna have to leave this overnight to dry. Man, that sucks. Because I don't think it is cured enough for me to do any sanding. All right, let me wipe this off. Wipe it clean, wipe it clean. Oh man, what's up, Corey? Red Hood would be absolutely awesome. Are we talking Red Hood from the video game, the Batman Arkham Knight? Because that's not the one I'm talking about. I want like a legit looking Red Hood from the comic books. Would be so cool. Dude, man, yeah, I'm for sure gonna be making some Flash stuff here in the very near future. Can I make a crossbow? Probably. I'd rather make like a bow and arrow, like a Zelda bow and arrow. Why don't I design my own superhero costume and 3D print it, and I could CA. I'm not sure what CA means. Yeah, my design skills are horrible. I'm trying to learn some CAD software, the 3D software, but yeah, not great. Yeah, man, Red Hood from Injustice 2. That's like the perfect looking mask. That's that sort of all smooth look. I like the Red Hood as well from the comic books where he has it's like you can actually see his lips through the helmet. For whatever reason, I think that looks pretty cool. I do want to do. I'm planning on going to Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con in the fall, and I've got to get started on some cosplay costumes for that. A small Stark Tower, man, that would be pretty cool, actually. Probably design a Stark Tower. I might like a really shoddy Stark Tower. What 3D printer do I recommend? I mean, I won't lie. I'm loving the CR10 from Creality is the maker of that. You can pick it up at a number of different sites. If you're here in the US, Tiny Machines 3D.com is awesome. They have really great customer support. They're a little bit more expensive than other places, but they do a lot of testing before sending that out, and they have really great customer support. So if anything's wrong with it, they'll help you with it. Yeah. AMR de Roquefil. I will never be able to properly pronounce your name. Yeah, the Faded Pilot. Dude, Chris over at Tiny Machines is like amazing, absolutely amazing. Has answered a ton of my questions about the CR10. I didn't even get the CR10 from him. I got it from GearBest, and then I got the CR10 S4 from him. And it's like his customer service is just absolutely amazing. But no joke, the CR10, I love the machine. I keep saying I'm going to put together, maybe this week, this weekend I'm going to record it, the sort of like a review video. I don't really do the review videos. For whatever reason, I'm just not a big on doing the printer reviews. Yeah, I'm going to put that together and probably put that out. But yeah, the CR10 is probably, if I had to recommend a printer to someone, it's super easy to set up. There's very minimal setup that's needed. You don't really need to modify it a lot at all. I haven't modified mine at all. And it's pretty cheap. It's under $1,000 and it has a huge print volume. So if you want to do any cosplay stuff, it's like the best machine out there. Yeah, I mean, the other printers that I bought have been, the first one I got was $1,300. The next one I got on sale for $600. And then, yeah, I think the other one was like $1,000. So, yeah, I keep, it's funny on my CR10 Fade Pilot, I'm still running the stock glass, and it's all right. I do think I'm going to try out the mirror thing. There's just some awesome people prints that I've seen over on the Facebook group from that. Yeah, the lock build plate looks great as well. The Kryptonian crown from Injustice 2. Just to give you a heads up, I do not like Superman. So I like, other than the Kryptonian key from the Superman movie, I'm going to print of Superman. So, I just am not a big fan of Superman. Yeah, here you go. Here's some what is this? The M8 bearings. I don't know. I haven't even printed any. I just picked up some. I saw that they were in stock on Amazon and ordered a bunch of bearings. And I now need to grease and all that other good stuff with those. Yeah, I heard a lot of people's glass comes warped on those. I think mine, for the most part's okay. I did have a new piece of glass cut for my CR10 S4 recently, and it was like $6, I think, over at Lowe's. So super cheap to just get a new piece of glass cut. Yeah, Superman's costume with it. Yeah, I like need to work out a lot to wear any sort of spandex for this fall. So, and I do plan on wearing some sort of spandex, and I definitely need to work out. And I don't want to wear a muscle suit. I actually want to get in shape. It'll help if I stop drinking these, though. Yeah, man, some fidget toys. I will be making some fidget toys at some point here. Yeah, the CR10 is made by Creality. Yeah, if you just Google CR10 3D printer, like GearBest.com sells the CR10. I think you can even get it on Amazon.com now. If you're in the US, Tiny Machines 3D for the CR10. I would seriously love to get a drone. I've seen a whole bunch of the files that you can print your own drones. Feeling that would be a never-ending project for me. Hawkeye suit from Avengers, yeah. I was actually just watching not Civil War. What was the other one? What was the second one? Winter Soldier. I was just watching that. I was doing some work and I had that playing in the background and was watching a little bit of it. I love The Winter Soldier. That's such a good, I just love that movie. It's so awesome. I feel like I could watch it 100 times. I probably have watched that 10 plus times at this point. It's probably my most watched Marvel movie at this point. To get a big step, but I guess if maybe like everybody that I know that has drones, they don't use them that much. So I've just, I don't know. One of my neighbors somewhere here has one. I've seen flying around. Yeah, man, you're gonna love to get the CR10. I'm so happy Preston over at Press Reset found that and posted a video on it. The thing is just unreal how awesome it is. Yeah, this is not drying as nearly as quick as I was hoping it would, so I'm just gonna have to let this dry overnight, I think, and try to do some sanding here in the morning, fill it, and then get this updated tomorrow. Oh, crap. I don't know why this is just not wanting to glue together. Normally this is not an issue. Like the other piece of the blade glued together so quickly and easily. I don't know why this one is being testy. Just being difficult because I know I'm on a tight timeline, that's all. Shit. Yeah, I'm sorry. CR10 is the way to go. Uncle Jesse's seal of approval for the sealed. It's like Tom over at his 3D printing channel. I'll rip them off and do my own little badge of printing honor. The cosplayer printer of choice. Maybe that's what I'll call it. The CR10, the cosplayer's 3D printer of choice or something like that. I don't know. Come up with something like that. It'd be fun. The top 5 printers for cosplayers. I should do top 10 is what I should do. I'm actually supposed to have another printer on the way here in the next few weeks. Should be interesting to check out. I did, King Savage. I did see that video where he, yeah, what was it? He scanned. I think he scanned his hand, and then his hand and the flexible filament. I think that's what it was, right? Or did he make a mold of his hand? I can't remember. Wolverine claws come out of him. That was pretty cool. Well, that was pretty creative. There's some really, I mean, there's just some awesomely talented folks out there. I mean, I just print things. I just print things and clean them up and try to make them look cool. There are some seriously creative folks out there that make some just awesome content on YouTube that I'm very envious of. the creative skill set that these folks have. I have been 3D printing now for, oh man, has it been almost 4 years now? Holy crap. Yeah, I think almost 4 years now. Yeah, I think yeah, I think this is my 3rd year, and it'll be the 4th. I think come this fall will be my 4-year anniversary of the first time I got a 3D printer. Get around to. Did I get around to finishing my car? Let me share with you. My car SMG? No, I have not. This is the never-ending project that I so need to actually finish. Yuri, who has created the file, and I was like, dude, I I want to print that file. I'm going to make an awesome video for it. I want to do a whole video series. I just have not finished printing this thing. Last file to work with. And I'm almost tempted to reprint this whole thing on the CR10 just because it'll end up coming out cleaner than how this originally came out when I printed it the first time. It's such a cool prop though. Such a cool prop. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll reprint the whole thing and then give this one away. I mean, it literally just needs to be sanded and glued together and then painted at this point. It's just, God, I don't know when I'm going to get around to it. That's all. Yeah, man, yours work is amazing. Dude, it is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. Did you see this, what's it, the Crabber, I think it's Crabber sniper rifle that he designed from the game? God. Yeah, I know. I purposely went with the Nerf colors, by the way. Well, purposely, not purposely. Kind of purposely. And thanks for subscribing. I'll have to check out your channel here, dude. Let me see if I can get this to work again. It drives me nuts that I can't see the chat in my actual broadcast window. I don't know how or why that is. Yeah, the Crabber. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame him wanting $700 for the rocket. That thing has got to be a friggin' pain in the ass to print and probably get ready. Probably like 100+ pieces that have to be printed for that part, for that gun. Jake Erickson. I need to do some Destiny prints. Your Master Sword here that I still haven't finished. Eventually, I'll get around to finishing this. Sort of like my project, my side project that I work on it's like a little bit every weekend. I'm gonna sand a little bit every weekend. So the handle blade for this sword printed like perfectly. The supports just like peeled off this thing, super clean. I had just a little bit of cleanup that I've needed to do here in the handle area where I didn't have some supports where I probably should have had a few supports. Other than that, I just basically printed it in 2 parts and glued it together, and it's rocking and rolling. Waiting for the blade to be filled and assembled so that I can just put this together. Yeah. Oh, nice. Scale Thor. Congrats on the Thor helmet build. Which ones did you what file did you go with? I saw that there was one now on Thingiverse, and what's his name? Kill Thingiverse. Give me 2 seconds. The dude that posted one, his design for the Thor helmet. Colonius, yeah, I think that's his username. It has just made some awesome files, and yeah, he did a Thor helmet. That's over there. Been tempted to print that just to compare the two. Falcon's wings from Marvel. You know how long that would take? I would need like 10 printers to print that thing. Wings. Guy wants me to print wings. Get out of here. Get out of here, you crazy. You're crazy. Yeah, just trying to clean up some of this. while the blade dries. And by the way, my laptop battery's about to die. You think I can go and grab my charging cable? But I'm probably going to bounce out of this here so that I can power up my Xbox and do a little gaming here. A Batman mech suit from Dawn of Justice would be so badass. I've got that helmet that I picked up for like 20 or 30 bucks. I think it was like 20 bucks that I keep meaning to, I want to repaint and wire up with some LEDs. I would love to build one of those mech suits from Dawn of Justice, or the Batman mech suit from Dawn of Justice. That thing was friggin' absolutely sweet looking. Yeah, Deadshot would be good. I actually want to get going on a Deathstroke helmet. I might start that this evening. I don't know. I have to get it all scaled, make sure it fits properly, but I might start that this weekend. Could be fun. Could be a lot of fun. Yeah, build it into pieces. Those wings would be massive, man. A massive pain in my ass is what those wings would be. Yeah, I mean, you know, I wouldn't even mind praying Batman's helmet from Dawn of Justice. Between work, family, YouTube, podcast. I also do a podcast. You guys weren't aware. I keep saying I'm going to publish it more here on the YouTube channel, but if you do Xbox gaming, I'm part of the Party Chat podcast. I'm one of the co-hosts for the Xbox Reddit page for the podcast there, and we interview a lot of game developers and folks from Microsoft, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we got an interview that we just did with a new game, Tokyo 42, which I have been playing and loving, and that is up on SoundCloud and iTunes and all that other good stuff here. Let me do this. SoundCloud. Yeah, here you go. For anybody interested in a podcast. That's the podcast that I just posted in the comments there. So, which is pretty fun. This last one was a blast. I was placed. Yeah, doing a Hulk. I don't know if I could pull off a Hulk mask, like a Hulk mask. Wouldn't mind doing that Hulk helmet from the movie. A mask would be a little weird. A little weird. I've done weirder, but all right. This is looking much better. I think it's dried up a little bit more. I'm going to let this dry a little bit. My laptop, I am on 5% battery life left right now. But yeah, I'm going to bounce out of this. I just want to say thank you guys for joining. I will probably be doing some more live streams here in the future. Maybe even tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow evening I'll do another live stream. We'll see. But hey, thanks again for watching, you guys. I will I will have this video done and up on Sunday, probably Sunday morning Eastern time for the sword build. But yeah. Thanks again for joining, you guys. I'm gonna bounce out of here. I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna go play some video games before I have to head to bed. Yo, Chaos Man, appreciate you joining, dude. and thanks again for creating these awesome files like this. This dude makes just like, I'm so envious of his design and creative skills. It's like absolutely ridiculous. I wish I had that talent. I wish I had that talent. My talent resides in working off of other people's amazing talent, and then trying to credit them as my best I can. But I'm just absolutely loving the Zelda game, and this sword like is a absolute perfect compliment to it. I can't wait to have this finished. I'm taking my time with it. I'm just taking my sweet time with it. I want this to be like absolutely perfect and have this on display it's gonna have like a proper display location in my new never ending setup that I'm working on. So, but hey, again, I'm gonna bounce out of here. My battery is literally about to crash here. But thanks for watching, you guys, and thanks for tuning in. I'll probably do another one of these tomorrow or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But thanks, guys.
Okay, hi, I'm Matic. And I'm Sean. We are Smack Games, developers of Tokyo 42. Welcome to the Party Chat podcast. Xbox on.
Game on, baby! Wow!
Okay, hi, I'm Matic.
Officially dropped. We are sorry. Guns. Can't quite put my finger on 10 years. The thing is still rocking strong. I have had some wonderful and this. Okay.
And there's no.
And play it all on Mixer. Mixer, are you guys hiring? Because I need.
Where do we go? Wait a minute. So what is it you do in your spare time?
I'm like really red right now. Oh.
Okay, hi, I'm Magic. And I'm Sean. We are Smack Games, developers of Tokyo 42. Welcome to the Party Chat podcast. Xbox on.
Game on, baby! Wow! Let's do this. Hello and welcome to Xbox One Party Chat Podcast, the official podcast of the Xbox One subreddit. I am this week's host, What's Miller, and I'm joined by everyone's favourite uncle. It's Uncle Jesse.
Hey, everybody. I'm back. And Ross, man, you tired? I'm a little sleepy.
I'm always tired, Jesse.
It's because we were up so late gaming. Actually, I wasn't up so late. You and the missus were up so late a few nights ago gaming.
Yeah, that was pretty late. And also joining us this week is our Lord and Savoury Snack, Jesus Christ himself, Delicious Cheese.
Gentlemen.
So guys, how are you all doing? Later on in the show, we do have an interview with the developers of Tokyo 42, which just came out on Xbox One and Steam this week. But we usually start the show with what we've been playing, but we've all been playing the same thing this week, and it is Tokyo 42. So I want your thoughts on the game. I'm going to start with you, Clay.
Yeah, I'm actually getting really hooked into it, and I'm excited for it to officially drop. We are recording this slightly before its official release, but the game is a lot of fun, and it has this vibe to it that I can't quite put my finger on. That reminds me of something maybe that I used to play when I was young.
Syndicate.
So, yeah.
Is that what it is?
In the interview we totally didn't record yesterday, and then ran into the middle of this podcast, we actually decided that it was like Bubblegum Syndicate.
There is something oddly familiar about it, but at the same time, I've sunk in a little bit more time than I care to admit in the game so far, and
Help misspelled this completely, and then press Ctrl V on your keyboard, or you can also go up here and go to Edit. So to do that, I come here to my time code and add 1 second right here and press Enter on my keyboard, and now you see that my act change with your audio amp.
Audio Jungle.
Game is a lot of fun, and it has this vibe.
Right, so engaging to the wife. So
Cyber.
yourself. But you can approach the assassination however you want. Now,
Zero, three, seven.
what?
That's
What that's doing, Shepard? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Wow. Holy cow! Ugh. Well, anyways, I don't know how to get back from that, but it's a good time.